Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I've just seen Takopi's Original Sin, which is probably the most outrageous, bizarre concept to like a project I've seen since Everything Ever All at Once. Okay, those two projects are not similar at all, but I'm comparing them to in the style of they're just mind-blowingly creative. And it was just so bizarre from start to finish. And you know what? I loved Everything Ever All at Once, and I absolutely loved Takopi's Original Sin. Okay, like Takopi does, let's rewind to last week when I finished Chainsaw Man season 1 and the movie, and I was in my mood of like, I want to watch more anime. What other anime is there to watch? I don't want to watch another shonen anime like action and fighting. I wanted something a bit different, so I searched 2025 anime and I saw one of the most highly rated animes and literally some people's best anime of the year was Takopi's Original Sin. I was like, okay, people said don't read the premise, don't know anything about it, just watch it. And I went into it. It was only 6 episodes. I finished it in one sitting. And my dudes, when I tell you this anime is bizarre, it is. But it's in the best possible way. This is a dark humor. I'm emphasizing dark. It is super dark and humorous. It is a dark humor anime about an octopus looking alien that just wants to make everyone happy. And when he crash lands on Earth in 2016 with a memory loss, he meets a young girl called Shizuka. Shizuka is a student, and luckily for Takopi, he met the best person to make happy because her life, her school life, her social life is just terrible. She's super depressed, she's getting bullied. Her mom doesn't take care of her. Her father left the family. The only friend she has is the dog called Chappie. So Takopi's mission is to make her super, super happy. So that is the basic story of this anime. And from now on, I'll be talking about spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, please stop now and come back. Or if you don't care, keep watching. Whew, where do I even begin, bro? Okay, this story was extremely emotional because from the first episode, I don't know how to say it on YouTube. I don't want to get demonetized or like censored, but Shizuka takes her own life at the end of the first episode because of constant bullying, social pressure, no friend, just her life is so miserable. And literally at the end of the first episode, I was hooked and I was just like bawling my eyes out because I'm like, what the hell? Like, literally, I did not expect that coming at all from a show, from a story that features a young student. She's like, what, 9 or 10 years old? You know what I mean? So that was very unexpected and it just made me binge the whole show. I will say that this story is extremely well told and it just brings awareness to people. Even kids at that age can get bullied, and if they don't have a proper parenthood, things might not go the way they think it will go. And I think this show really explores those themes and narratives beautifully. But there's more to it. Like I said, it's a dark humor, so the dark part is super depressive in that aspect. But the humor comes from Takopi. Takopi is, dude, I can't believe I'm talking about a pink octopus looking alien, but here we are. So Takopi is naive. He is super joyful. He understands what's going on, but he doesn't grasp what's actually happening. Like he kind of gets what's going on, but like I said, it just doesn't connect in his brain. Like he doesn't know, he cannot put two and two together. So when he sees that she, at the end of episode 1, he rewinds back in time to the day that they met so he can like course correct it because yeah, he just wants to make her happy and keep her alive. And one example is like that day Shizuka cannot answer one of the questions in the classroom because she didn't do her homework, and Takopi thinks, okay, because she didn't answer, she was embarrassed, that's why she so you get what I mean. Like he just doesn't understand what's going on, and that's what brought the humor to it. Seeing how realistic life can be, how depressing and sad it can be through the lens of an alien that just wants pure happiness and joy really brought the humor. This show was surprisingly super funny. And when I say dark humor, I don't mean in the vein of like Ted or Family Guy, like Seth MacFarlane. That's a different kind of dark humor. This is more like dark, dark humor. And yeah, that was definitely one of the best parts. But it doesn't end there. There's more characters. There's Marina, who is the bully, which she gets much more screen time in later on in the episodes. And just her story of her father, trying to leave the family, and the mom having psychological issues and just, pushing her daughter, who is the bully, Marina. It makes it a bit empathetic towards her, even though bullying is, it's not a good thing, definitely. But like, you can understand why this child is doing what she's doing, because she's seeing what happens at home with her mom and she brings it to school. This show really explores her kind of redemption, and it makes you understand, like, don't forget, these are 9-year-old kids. Whatever they're doing, good or bad, they are still 9-year-old kids. And the whole plot twist of Takopi originally meeting her and then going back in time and forgetting his memories just blew my mind. Like, if you've seen the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, yeah, there's a big plot twist, and it just literally blows your mind, because you're wondering, why is Takopi later on in the episodes like taking a liking to Marina? Is there a connection there? And he keeps mentioning this clock tower in his home world where he can rewind time, and he's like, oh, I cannot go there. And he's just making excuses. And he's like, he doesn't remember what's happening. All that was explored beautifully. I thought the themes that they tried to, raise awareness of was very good. And the messaging and the meaning behind everything was well handled. And there's also the boy Naoki, who happens to have, parental issues too, like the parental pressure and struggle to live up to what his mom wants him to be, and his comparison to his older brother. It's just, those are so beautifully told. Like, I don't have a sibling, but even I felt like sometimes you need that older brother to, to encourage you or just talk about your problems and don't escape from them. I think that was a great messaging. But my only issue in the show comes in the form of Naoki and Shizuka and Takopi, what they do to Marina. So basically, Takopi is like, okay, I keep rewinding time. I cannot save Shizuka from, taking her own life. So he comes with a plan that goes very badly. He ends up killing Marina and he takes her place. But the whole covering up the murder of Shizuka and Naoki, I don't know. As like 9-year-old kids, I know they can come up with some ideas, but like, dude, they were covering up a murder that lasted months. Police didn't find the body that's hidden in a capsule that Takopi has. They didn't find it for months and months. And the plan that they were making to take Shizuka to Tokyo to meet her dad because she thinks her dog is there. I don't know. I thought that was a little bit too extreme for a 9-year-old kid to think. Like, do 9-year-olds actually cover up murder like that? That's what I was thinking. But Naoki is supposed to be super genius, and they have Takopi, who's an alien that has a lot of gadgets. So maybe that's the reason. It just took me out of it a little bit, but that's the only issue I have. I absolutely love this anime. Really, if it sounds bizarre, it is, but like, it is excellent. It's only 6 episodes. You can just finish it in a day. Yeah, what else can I say? Like, the thing I'll say that the best messaging I got from this was, don't put all your effort and energy into making someone happy, because that someone might actually end up doing worse stuff, which we've seen with Shizuka and how she develops in the original timeline. But by the end, it is a happy ending, which is super sad, but still it is happy. So please do yourself a favor and watch this anime. Takopi's Original Sin is excellent. But if you've seen it, what do you think? Please let me know down below. Like, do you like the anime? Did the twist surprise you as much as it did for me? And just, what do you think overall? I'm really curious about your answers. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see everyone on the next video.